You can call it a game, but I call it escape. Building generals to stomp your face like Scipio, semi-integrate.
Okay, everybody, welcome to EvonyBites. I'm going to jump into a video on Viking Rush. This is long awaited and much anticipated, and although it may be the first time you've ever heard about it, we've tried recording this video more than I want to. Not really sure how many times. We tried doing this on a group call. We tried doing it in tandem with Todd. You'll see he's my partner in crime. Well, his name's Tempest right now. Tempest is my partner in crime on Vikings. And we were going to do this in a phone call where both of us would be on it. And the first video was about an hour long. I think the second one was about a half hour. Anyway, bombed both of them. For some reason, I just couldn't get the recording to work. So I'm going to try to do this from my side alone on the fly because we just decided to do Viking Rush for the first time in a few weeks and I don't want to miss it. So, as always, we'll throw together a half-assed video on Viking Rush here. So what is Viking Rush? If you guys hear Barbie chime in on the other side and answer questions or chat with me, that's because she's in the room with me playing Evony as well on Viking Rush. So, like I said, on the fly. All right, what is Viking Rush? Well, I don't know how many people or alliances are aware of or do Viking Rush, how popular it is, how well known it is. I actually have no idea. Our player, Buttercat, which is her name right now, which is normally Cup. Cup brought the idea from whatever server she played on before. This is something that their alliance did, and she brought it here and introduced it to us. And now we've been doing this, I don't know, for a few months now. It looks like we're kicking off. So while I'm starting, let me go ahead and jump in these. Anyway, we all know what Vikings benefit us in, and that is gold and materials. Gold and materials. Now, the key to Vikings is always accumulative. It's the aggregate, and what that means is if you just kill one Viking or join one Viking, you might say to yourself that it isn't worth it to do a Viking, and you'd be right. One Viking isn't significant in any way at all. It's the collective that makes it significant. And normally the method towards this is to get on and play for 3 days and be on as much as you can, maybe throughout one whole workday and in an evening, or get on for 4 hours at a time and try to get a bunch of Vikings together. And that way you maximize your intake of Vikings, giving yourself a lot of rewards. Well, we're lazy and we don't really like Vikings, and it's nice to be efficient. So we use this process called Viking Rush, and what that does is basically allows us all to come on for, say, a 20-minute or 30-minute or maybe 40-minute sometimes period, and slam in all the Vikings you would normally be able to get in on a casual 2 or 3 day of Vikings. You can get them all in that 20 or 30 minutes. We call this Viking Rush, and it takes 2 people to do it. The reason for the 2 people is, well, focus and teamwork, I would say. So could you do this by yourself? I'm actually the one that's killing these bosses, even though Tempest here, Todd, is the one that is setting the bosses. And could you do it by yourself? Hypothetically, you could. It gets a little bit overwhelming. And I mean, obviously I'm sitting here doing a video, but you can see even as I'm doing the video that I'm having to pay really close attention to make sure I get in these because it's quick. So to have 2 people, what you're going to do is you're going to get as many people on as you can. You need ideally at least 6 people on that can spawn their Vikings and beyond spawning them over and over. That way you can fill all 6 waves and maximize this. So basically what's happening here is every minute we're killing a Viking, and this doesn't stop for as long as you want to run it. We'll probably do it for 20 or 30 minutes. So for this entire time here, Vikings will die every minute. So everybody in the alliance that wants to, and you can see 4 people in that one, not too many people. Yeah, only 5 people here. Not a lot of people are joining these, really, for there to be so many Vikings running. Anyways, how many people join them is less relevant than the fact that you have enough people on to run them, to set up that many Vikings, to be running 6 constantly. So what we do here is Todd, or Tempest, he's going to be watching the Viking list inside of Event. If you go over here. Okay, right here, this tells you all of the Vikings that are currently open, or where everyone's at in their Vikings. Okay, but these ones that say help on them are ones that are open. So he's going to largely watch this window right here and not really look at anything else. And he's going to be pulling from this list, hitting the help button, which takes you to the Viking, and then setting the rally. Now his role obviously is to set the rally, but basically this sums up his role. He's watching the clock and he's tracking the Vikings through the Viking event center page we were just looking at. And he's just going 1 minute, sending to a Viking, selecting his next Viking, waiting 1 minute, sending that. And then when he's setting the rally, if you go in here and look at him, he's sending just one troop, like he's joining it, even though he's setting it. All right, and then everyone else is able to join that rally normally like they would, but then I send enough troops in it to actually kill the boss. Now, I don't know what in the world that strange setup is, but it'll kill it fine. Anyway, so my part is I have to pay attention to watching when the rallies pop up. So when I basically watch this window right here, which is the rally window, and I watch it. Right now we have, oh, one just went down, so he'll probably add another. 3, 4, 4 are going. So I watch this window here, and when one pops up, I hit join. I look at how much power I need to send. I send the power to kill that monster, and I wait on the next one. So between the two of us, neither one of us are having to be overwhelmed or overloaded or do too much, but we're able to maximize the 1 minute rally Viking kill method here. And so this whole time the video has been running, this whole time we're playing, we're constantly killing Vikings every single minute, and they don't stop. So we're maximizing that. You don't have to sit here for hours or a long time to really get a lot of Vikings done. Just find a partner, one other person. Really, it doesn't even matter their size. That's the beauty in that. You can have a K10 do that part. Is, I mean, you know, the only restriction there being how many marches you can send. Yeah, well, in rally spot, that's true. So I guess you'd want a little more mature account, you know, but it doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to even really have troops. You just want to be able to send 5, ideally 6 waves, and then, you know, have the rally capacity to hold the killer. So as I'm watching this window, he has went ahead and popped up another one. So I'm gonna, I just have to make sure and get in this one. There's 4 minutes left. So technically I have 5 minutes to notice and get in the rally. And as long as I do it within 5 minutes, we're good to go. The beauty in that is it's never going to take really more than 5 minutes or just more than that to kill a Viking, because they're right there by your hive. So you set a 5-minute rally, it takes less than a minute to march to it and back. By the time that happens, you've already had another rally hit and cancel, so your troops are always open to join the next one. And so it just creates an even flow where you don't have to have a pause. Alright, anything you can think of put in here I didn't cover? It's really quite simple, actually. Run back over the concept one more time. So, Viking Rush. Point of Vikings is to slam those chests and those packs in there to get as many as you can. Let's actually just go in and look at the chest while we're talking about it. So, medium Viking chest. You see, this is quite a bit of gold, and then some chips here. And again, you only have a chance to get some of that, but there's 36 of them. So let's open one and see what it comes in. 100,000 gold. We open just one more. 100,000 gold. Now let's open 34 of them. Okay. 1.7. A couple million. Couple million gold out of that. Yeah, it's not giving me any materials in the chest. I think it gives you the materials in the report, right? Let's go take a look. Yeah. Yeah, blue material chest, 6 of them. Purple material chest, 10 of them. So on top of the gold chest that you're getting over there, you're getting those materials inside of the Vikings. So stack that up to 30 or 40 Vikings you can get in a really short period of time. Well worth. investment of the time of doing Vikings, which most of us hate. 18 material chest and 3 Vikings you got? Yeah. That's what's up. So, okay, Viking Rush. You guys get on this, practice it if you want, play in your alliance. It's a lot of fun for teamwork and organization. It's really efficient, gets everybody online, gets it pumping. It makes a lot of sense in everybody's busy schedule where you've got people all over the world. Not everybody can be on at once. But if you can try to set this up, we used to do it regularly on, I think, Tuesdays or maybe Wednesdays nights before we stopped doing it for the holidays. We did it every night, and everyone knew to be on it that night. So you just get on for an hour, and everybody packs in Vikings, and really you can rip through them and wipe everybody's Vikings out. Get the maximum reward, and then get on your business and get over with Vikings. So I hope you guys enjoy. This has been Viking Rush, and don't forget, as much as we love it, EvonyBites out.